Well, as a kid, I grew up in a different community than most would. I grew up in an Asian community. So my perspective on a lot was different growing up, and I was exposed to a lot, including anime, Asian culture, a lot of that type of stuff. So growing up, that was kind of something that I just was always around. So it was normal for me. I got into anime at a young age, but didn't get into manga until I was about 14. Because before that, I wanted to do comic books like Sonic the Hedgehog. I wanted to be a comic artist for Archie. And I got more involved with anime and manga over time, and then realized that manga was so different. It was just different. It was more detailed. The stories were better, and I was like, this seems like something that I would like to get into as a career. And of course, I read some of the staples, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, and I was like, this is something that I feel like I would like to do personally, and that would be different being an American getting into this industry. And that was like the basis of everything, the inspiration behind it, I guess, why I wanted to do this. So it still happens now. It definitely still happens now. You wonder, is my stuff the best? Or you see other people and they're like, their art's amazing, my art's terrible. The main thing that I tell my students and myself is definitely not to compare yourself to other people, and your art is different, because what's the point in you trying to be like, Masashi Kishimoto or Kohei? They are them. Like, what's the point? Because then you wouldn't be original and you wouldn't be diverse. And during the times when I do feel low, I take a step back and I remember why I'm doing this. I watch some anime, I look at my fan base, and I remember my passion, my motive behind what I'm doing. And that normally gives my energy back. So being a manga artist, I've developed a lot of patience, and that's something that I never thought personally I would have, because I'm a very just impulsive person. I like to, buy things when I want to get them when I get them. Like in Amazon, I order Amazon, I need my Amazon packages right. So it's like, when I became a manga artist, I developed a strong sense of patience. Just, things will come when, when time permits them to. You need to wait, you need to practice, and you need to just respect that. It's affected my life in terms of just how I carry myself. And, I used to, as a kid, I used to want a lot of things, but now I'm very minimalistic. I like, small spaces. I like small working areas. I like to just have my stuff as much as I would need for that project. I don't need a lot of stuff. So it's kind of taught me how to be humble with what I have. But in terms of the career aspect of it, and not just like the actual things, the career aspect of it, it definitely has taught me to value where you are, to to take your time, and to just enjoy the journey and not want to rush too much to get to a certain point. So my top three that inspire me, but also just answered those questions, are, my first has to be like Naruto. That was like the first one, and just reading that and watching it, it's just like, man, it's such a simple concept, but it's just done in such a unique way. And my other two are My Hero Academia and Attack on Titan. My Hero Academia obviously takes a spinoff of American culture and American superheroes, but does it in a way that's just phenomenal. And of course, the animation for the anime is amazing as well. And Attack on Titan is, it's up there as well, because Attack on Titan is so different, but it's so realistic too. Like, it's just a lot of things in that show that happen. It correlates to a lot of stuff that happens in real life and that has happened in real life. And like, like mass genocides of people, lying to people, and that just the whole Attack on Titan plot is amazing. And it brings out to show what would happen if a normal human was thrown into this world, and now he knows everything about what's going on, but how does he convey that to the rest of the population? So, those are my top three. My advice to those people that want to be manga creators is it's not impossible, and I just talked about this not too long ago. There's kind of like there's a, what's the word? Not stigma. I don't know what the word is. People want to compare themselves to the Japanese. They think the Japanese in the manga industry, that's like the be all end all, and that if I'm not Japanese, or I'm not onto their level, I'm never going to make it. And that's not true. Anybody can be a manga artist. You just have to devote a lot of time to it, a lot of research, studying, and of course practice. And my thing is, if you want to do something, then go for it. There's literally nothing stopping you now. We're in an age now to where anyone can make comics and make manga and make really good stories. It's just, you know, there's aspects of that that are difficult, but in the general aspect, you know, anyone can do it.